Are you ready? And I do not say this lightly. The best hot dog you will ever have in your entire life. It's almost a sin to call it a hot dog because it's a steak dog. This is coming to us from Kansas City Steak Company. It is the all beef hot dogs, 3.2 ounces each, which is massive, double the size of what you might see in a grocery store, but this is Kansas City, right? So we're talking about a true steak recipe in the form of an all beef hot dog. Oh, they're so good. It's M133535. You're getting 28 of them, and it's a $22.25 easy pay. I do not believe that there is auto delivery on this. So if you love dogs, in any way, hot dogs that is, I mean any kind of dog, I like dogs too. This is a must have. You don't even have to put toppings on this. Of course, I would put toppings on it because I like raw onion and mustard on my hot dog. But on its own, because it's a true steak recipe, the best. Chef Ralph Pallarino is joining us. He brings us Kansas City Steak Company. Hi, my friend. How are you?
I'm wonderful, and it's funny. So today, my assistant is my 7-year-old son, who actually just had one of these hot dogs before his soccer game. So that speaks volumes, as my 7-year-old just loves that steak dog because it's rich, and not to mention it tastes good. It really tastes good.
It's the best I've ever had. The best dog the best dog in existence. I'm putting it out there on national television, Ralph.
Yeah, no, and everyone says that, and I appreciate that. I'm humbled by everyone saying how much they love our hot dog. And Julie, you nailed it. Like before, we just would do these like spring and summer. Now we're doing them all year round because we want you, right, our foodie friends, to enjoy these in any way possible scenario, whether it be a party, a barbecue, or just simply you want a hot dog on the weekend. And what are these? These are 3.2 ounces steak dogs. So let's dive right into there.
Let's do it.
And look at that. First of all, look at that char. At 3.2 ounces, Julia, you know why we like these? Because we can't dry them out, right? Look at that sheen. That is prime rib, filet mignon, New York strip steak, top sirloin, all in that hot dog. And that's why you can't dry these out, because these are all beef, all steak dogs. And it's a recipe. It still tastes like a hot dog, Julia, but it's deeper. It's richer.
Yes.
It's buttery. It's got bacon notes to it, like I always tell people.
A little smoke to it. Oh, they are so good. And look at the color. Like that is where, like, we feast with our eyes first, right? So when you see a run-of-the-mill typical hot dog, half the size that you would get at a grocery store, it's kind of grayish, right? It's like this weird, not from nature kind of color. But when we look at these Kansas City Steak Company steak dogs, you could see the richness, and that is going to equate to all of the depth of flavor that you're going to get.
Yeah, it's like an adult hot dog, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's the best way to put it is, if you are someone who loves hot dogs, but you're like, you know what, I'm going to have them once in a while. They're too salty. I don't know what's in them, but when I'm at a barbecue and I have a beer in my hand, it just makes sense.
Yeah.
These are something you can have all the time. They're not salty, no MSG. It's just really a great steak hot dog that makes you feel good after you eat it and during. Now, you mentioned the difference, right? What is the difference between our hot dogs and the ones you've been eating your whole life? Well, I'll show you right here. So if you look here, this is a 3.2 ounce steak dog. Next door to that is a grayish, brownish hot dog, upscale hot dog. I did purchase these at a grocery store. But look at the difference. If you never compared these two, you wouldn't know, because this is what you've been eating your whole life. 1.6 ounces. This is double than this. So you really get a hearty, upscale, elevated hot dog, and then you just see the difference. It really speaks volume.
Well, I have to warn everybody, there's only 230 of these left. There is no auto delivery, so stock up on these. You're getting 28. How did they come to us?
Oh, I'm going to show you 1 second. Here we go. So they come like this. You get a package of 4. Now, everyone's like, well, Ralph, I'm used to seeing packages of 8. Well, keep in mind, these are double the size. So one of these hot dogs is plenty. I mean, it's just literally under a petite filet. Think about that, because there is filet mignon in here, right? So that's how it comes, black and white. Great gift, Julia. I love gifting food.
Me too.
it's just more personable, and people seem to really get more of a wow factor when they get the food, because especially a hot dog, they're like, well, a hot dog's a hot dog. It's like, no, 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 no. Hot dog's not a hot dog.
Look, when you're in the know, when you're in like the secret club that is the Kansas City Steak Company, that's when it's like, I should be gifting this. Everyone should be experiencing this. They are so rich and flavorful. The texture is gorgeous, juicy. You can see the color. It's a true steak recipe in the form of a dog, and you're getting 28 of them for $22 and change on your Easy Pay. With no auto delivery, that's why you stock up on these. Oh my goodness. And they're fully cooked, right?
Fully cooked. All you're doing is kind of, no onions today, all right? No onions today. We're going to go cherry peppers.
Yum.
Just to give it a little zest. Yeah.
I never put cherry peppers. I should start doing that.
Well, I figured, I know you like onions, but I'm like, let's try cherry peppers, because it just gives it that vinegary. It goes great with the chili, and it really complements that mustard. So I split it in half to show people exactly how do you fill a 3.2 ounce hot dog. Well, this is how I do it. I butterfly it, I fill it up, and then we cut it just to see what's inside. And that is a beautiful hot dog to ratio, right? You don't want all bun, you want hot dog.
Yeah.
And look at there. Just
honestly,
like
Ralph, I have these in my freezer. I eat them just on their own. No bun, maybe a little side salad, because they really do eat like a steak. So how do I prepare these?
Okay. So my favorite way is direct heat and then indirect heat, okay?
Do you have to thaw first?
So direct heat, yes, first, because we want to sear it. We want to get that steak-like feel, that crust on the top, all over. That's why I butterfly them. And then indirect heat to get those internal juices bubbling, all those steak marbling. You want that to melt. That's the perfect hot dog. I love them in the air fryer if you just want to be quick. Boil your hot dogs, or obviously your flat top, and of course your grill, which is coming soon, grilling season. So really, there's multiple ways you could do it. It's just, how do you like your hot dog? Now, Julia, I know you love horseradish, right?
I do.
Someone would say, well, Ralph, you're not going to put horseradish on a hot dog.
I'm not mad at the idea.
I am, because there happens to be prime rib in this hot dog. So let's go ahead.
I'm not mad at this idea at all. I've never put horseradish on my dog before, but I love it.
Yeah, very simple. Just like a good prime rib, Julia, all you do is put a little bit of horseradish on, okay?
That's a lot of horseradish. That's going to be spicy. That's going to clear your sinuses right there.
Yeah, and if you really, and then you just kind of go with a little bit of dollop of mustard, and there you go.
I could rock that.
The Julia dog.
I could rock that. I could really rock that. That's I do have these in my freezer as we speak. So now I'm really wondering, is like, should I try that? Because you best believe I always have horseradish in my refrigerator and mustard.
Why wouldn't it make sense? I mean, think about it. There's steak. This is a steak dog. This is not like crazy different things inside here. It's straight up steak is in this hot dog. Prime rib being the richest of all those cuts.
Right.
So why wouldn't you treat it like a steak? And by putting horseradish on it, you're simply just doing that.
Oh my gosh, I love this idea. Because you know I can't eat a steak, a filet mignon, a prime rib without horseradish with it. Not a lot of these to go around. Where are we at now, Chance? 180. That's it. Tis the season. We actually have a really great grill coming up from Weber that would be perfect for this. So please pick up more than one. If you think you love hot dogs already and you've never tried Kansas City Steak Company hot dogs, get ready for a world of difference. It will blow your mind, the richness, the juiciness, the actual size, the recipe. $22.25 gets it home on 4 Easy Pays. This is an all beef hot dog. Could you even name one ingredient in the hot dogs that you're getting at the grocery store? Probably not. These are steak dogs. This is a recipe. This is what Kansas City Steak Company does. It's literally in the name.
And you know, that's a great point, because when we, like several years ago, went after putting together the perfect hot dog, we know that hot dogs had a bad rap. So what was the best way for people to overcome that is to simply simplify the ingredients by putting various cuts of steak, elevated, not cheaper cuts, elevated cuts of steak in the hot dog. And we preach it, and people are like, okay, that makes sense. Now let me try it. And this is what you get, a juicy, glistening steak hot dog. It's totally different. It's an experience.
It literally changes the game. I mean, kind of ruins the hot dog anywhere else because it's that good. Now, I bleed Dodger blue. I was born and raised at Dodger Stadium, Cesar Chavez Ravine, and I do love me a Dodger dog, right? That's fair. But that's part of the experience. But knowing that next time I go to a Dodger game and I get a Dodger dog, I'm going to be like, it's no Kansas City Steak Company hot dog. It kind of changes my childhood. But this is so good for every day. This is the hot dog that impresses your party. This is the hot dog that the kids crave and ask for. $22.25 brings it home on Easy Pay, and you're getting 28 of them. That is 5.6 pounds of steak right there, of steak in the form of a hot dog. It's M133535. We have about 30 seconds left, Ralph. So what you got for us?
All right, let's just show everyone the comparison. I mean, what you've been eating and what you should be eating. Very simple. All beef, red like beef. Next door is that hot dog you've been eating. You see the difference. 3.2 ounces, 1.6 ounces. Color is nowhere near beef. This is an all beef hot dog, an all beef steak dog. That's the difference. Hey, try it and you absolutely will love it. And it'll be fun to have in the freezer for the spring. Today is going to be 60 degrees. Have a hot dog.
It was so nice when I walked the dog this morning. And that was early. That was like 7:30. It was already gorgeous outside. Spring is on the horizon. It is March 1st. It's my birthday month. So that means it's hot dog month. That's what I'm just going to call it. Birthday month, hot dog month. $22.25 brings it home on 4 Easy Pays. There is no auto delivery. You're getting 28 of them, and they're twice the size of what you see in a grocery store. It's M133535. Chef Ralph Pallarino, such a pleasure to see you.
You too. Try the prime